Dang. People out here crashing out. They're so upset with Elon. I would never crash out like this. I would crash out to protect my family and friends. You know, certain people, things that really, really matter to me. But when it comes to this political stuff, I just, like, whatever. It is what it is. We just have to live with it and deal. Nothing's going to change until the next, 4 years. But to me, it's always the same thing. Doesn't matter who you put up there. Anyway, U.S. Attorney General goes after Tesla attackers. 3 people face up to 20 years in prison. One of the suspects allegedly used a suppressed AR-15 rifle and about 8 Molotov cocktails. That is crazy. Cocktails are supposed to be enjoyed on the beach with an umbrella. This is crazy. Why would you risk your freedom? Are you trying to send a message or become domestic terrorism or domestic terrorist? Anyway, attacks on Teslas have become a common occurrence. Now the federal government is getting heavily involved. As part of this effort, the U.S. Attorney General Pamela Bondi has announced charges against 3 people for the violent destructive of Tesla properties. And what's so crazy is, I don't know if people realize this, but I've realized this a long time ago. All Teslas have cameras everywhere. I've seen videos of people keying Teslas or, bumping on the doors or whatever. All that stuff is recorded. As soon as you get close to that car, it starts recording the footage and it saves it onto the hard drive, within the vehicle. So I don't know why you would go into a Tesla dealership. And I think they're also incorporating in their dealerships to where Sentry mode would be activated at all times. I don't know why they wouldn't have Sentry mode going on at all times for their vehicles. And this isn't, I've seen countless of these stories happening. There's also another story over there in Florida where this guy apparently saw a bunch of people protesting at a Tesla dealerships, and I guess he tried to mow them down. I mean, like, are people really losing their mind and crashing out? Just enjoy life. It's so fickle. 20 years of your life is gone if you're found guilty. 20 fucking years. Do you know what you can accomplish in 20 years? You get to smell the fresh air instead of throwing it away to cause property damage. Yeah. While the Department of Justice didn't release many specifics, one of the defendants was involved in an attack on Tesla dealerships in Salem, Oregon. The government says this person was armed with a suppressed AR-15 rifle and was arrested after throwing approximately 8 Molotov cocktails. That is crazy. Second individual was arrested in Loveland, Colorado, after allegedly attempting to light Teslas on fire with Molotov cocktails. I guess that's their favorite, right? Molotov cocktails? Just so you know, like, all these vehicles that's sitting in Tesla's lots, they're insured, so they're covered regardless. So you're not really doing any kind of damage at all. But I also seen some news articles of people trading in their Teslas because they're not, happy with way that Elon teaming up with Donald Trump. Because I think not really one of the reasons why Donald Trump was elected as president of the United States was because, Elon Musk's platform on X. So he was promoting him like crazy. So I think that's one of the many tools that helped Donald Trump win the elections. So that's why people are, upset with Elon destroying his property and his vehicles, as well as flaming him on Twitter. When it comes to politics, I just try to stay out of it because, to me, like, the federal level, or at least the presidential elections, doesn't. Well, it is going to affect me now soon, especially with the 25% tariff for Canada and Mexico. So any of that goods are going to go extremely high. Prices of eggs are insane, but what can you do? You just got to deal with it for 4 years until something changes. To me, I don't really care. I'm not one of those people. I don't. It doesn't matter to me, man. I just deal with it. But anyway, these are some of the damages that was caused. Damn. But anyway, if they are caught, I guess they did get caught. Obviously, they're facing up to 20 years in prison. Oof. I would much rather, if I'm gonna do 20 years in prison, it has to be for something major. Like, I had to have defended my family or somebody that matters to me, where I can cause some sort of harm to a business or a person. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to do 20 years or even more than that, if I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison, it's going to be for a reason that's worth it to me, which is family first. Family, friends, etc. To me, that's a good way for me to throw my life away. But anything else, it's irrelevant. Everything else is irrelevant to me. But that's just me. I don't know how you guys are. But let me know in the comments, as always, what your thoughts about this. People are letting Teslas burn, throwing some Molotov cocktails instead of enjoying cocktails with a little tiny umbrella on the beach, which is what I rather do.